Imagine a single glowing ember floating in a void of absolute darkness. It is hot, terrifying, and beautiful. If you were to ask it, "What do you burn?" it would answer, "I am what dies so that something new can begin." Today, we are looking at a creature that has survived in human imagination for 10,000 years. Not because it is a bird, but because it is a mirror. It is the universal lens through which we explore our deepest, most primal fear, the fear of death. Yet it also holds our most enduring hope, the promise of renewal. This is the story of the phoenix, the symbol of rebirth. Our journey begins not in the sky, but in the soil of ancient civilizations, where fire was the only force capable of destroying the old world to make way for the new. In Egypt, the concept is rooted in the Bennu, a heron-like bird associated with the god Ra, the sun. To the Egyptians, the Bennu was the soul of the world. It sang at the beginning of creation, and its life cycle mirrored the rising and falling of the Nile, the very lifeblood of their civilization. When the waters receded, leaving the earth bare, it was time for the Bennu to rise again, bringing fertility from the depths. As we move to the ancient Greeks, the myth became more dramatic. The historian Herodotus claimed the phoenix lived for 500 years, building a nest of cinnamon, frankincense, and myrrh on the roof of the Sun Temple. There, it would sit until its feathers turned white, then consumed by divine fire, rise from its own ashes to fly to the sun. The Roman poet Ovid added that the young phoenix would be born from the ashes, carrying the memories of its life in its heart. In Persia, we find the simurgh, a counterpart representing divine wisdom rather than just resurrection. This benevolent bird, with the head of an eagle and wings of a lion, heals the sick and cures the dying. Across these ancient cultures, a profound truth emerges. Fire represents transformation through ordeal. Whether it is the sun, the pyre, or the cleansing flames, the message is consistent. To be reborn, one must first be willing to burn. As the myth traveled west, it took on the weight of empires and fate. In Rome, the phoenix was adopted as a powerful symbol of the state itself. Roman coins often featured the phoenix, representing an empire that was eternal, undying, and destined to rise again. However, it was in Christianity that the phoenix found its most profound spiritual application. Early writers used it as a direct allegory for Christ's resurrection. The bird dying in the flames and rising anew became the perfect symbol for sacrifice and triumph over death. The myth shifted from a cosmic event of natural cycles to a personal story of spiritual salvation. It told the believer that just as the phoenix could not truly die, so too could the soul survive the crucifixion of the flesh. While the Western phoenix burns to be reborn, its Eastern cousin tells a different story entirely. In China and ancient Asia, we have the fenghuang, or the virtuous bird. Often translated as the Chinese phoenix, it is distinct from its Western counterpart. The fenghuang is not a creature of fire, and it does not die and rise again. Instead, it is the king of birds, a symbol of virtue, grace, and imperial power. The fenghuang is said to appear only in times of great peace and harmony.